Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfripi and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Linda Tambuya maintains she deserves a spot in Sodelpa. Over 80,000 benefit from social protection programs. And reef rehabilitation program begins in Lodala.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
Despite ongoing criticism from some senior members of the Social Democratic Liberal Party regarding Linda Tambuya's rapid rise, Tambuya maintains she deserves her spot in the party. Speaking to FBC News, Tambuya agreed that during the AGM last month, some members questioned her and PDP's involvement in Sodelpa. Ali Kimbia has more.
Despite being confirmed as one of Sodelpa's proposed candidate for the next general election, some party fractions are still opposing Linda Tambuya's prominence.
Again, it comes down to the ability of these members to express their feelings about us coming into Sodelpa, PDP. I just want to clarify that, we have heard them out.
With a lot of arguments arising from senior party members, Tambuya says she will not dwell on the negative comments.
We in Sodelpa practice democracy, but our focus is not on that. Our focus is to win the elections.
Fellow Sodelpa proposed candidate Pio Tambaiwalu says Tambuya comes into the party with a lot of experience.
Well, she's young and she's representing a certain segment of voters, especially the workers.
Meanwhile, Sodelpa is expected to announce the remaining 6 proposed candidates soon. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Police are investigating an incident whereby a 50-year-old man is dead after he was allegedly assaulted by 4 men. The incident happened in Ellington Kings Road yesterday evening. Police say the 4 men who were drunk at the time stopped the vehicle driven by the deceased and allegedly pulled him out and assaulted him. As a result, the man fell and got injured. He was taken to the Raki Raki hospital by a passing vehicle but was pronounced dead on arrival. Police say the victim was on his way to the village with his 10-year-old son. No arrests have been made as yet. More than 80,000 underprivileged people are currently benefiting from various social protection programs. Permanent Secretary for Social Welfare, Dr. Josefa Korevuete, says the number of people assisted have increased over the years. Pranita Prakash reports.
The Social Welfare Ministry is carrying out its annual reviews to ensure those eligible are being assisted.
There is a ongoing review, to ensure that those that have passed away are actually deleted from the system, because we know that in some of the cases, the beneficiaries have passed away, but somebody is using their ATM to withdraw funds.
The ministry has been allocated more funding in the new financial year to cater for those in need of assistance.
My ministry has received $133 million, Madam Speaker. This is a total increase of 19.6 million from the last budget allocation. For us at the ministry and the very important clientele that we serve, this budget is not only a family budget, it is an empowering budget.
Over 26,000 people are receiving assistance under the Poverty Benefit Scheme, while more than 37,400 are being assisted under the Social Pension Scheme. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
A partnership between 2 investors and traditional fishing ground owners of Lodala will now see the beginning of a reef rehabilitation program. The partnership involves the breeding of giant clams and giving back 10% of the seedlings to the owners. Eleanor Turangaivu has more.
3 years ago, the Bonoa Lodala Trust, Viva Fiji Pearls owner Claude Prevost and Matangi Island Resort owner Noel Douglas entered into an agreement following the opening of this giant clam hatchery at Matangi Island.
In our agreement with the local fishing right owners, we had promised them we would give 10% of all our seedlings to them for their own development.
Yesterday, the first batch of 10% of the seedlings or baby clams were given back to the Vonolo-Lauthala Trust, which is made up of fishing ground owners from Gamea, Lauthala and Nangelelebu.
I'm very happy today because I feel that this is a big achievement for the district of Lauthala. We are giving back to our future generation.
The first allotment contains 2,500 baby clams, which will be put back into the sea to help rehabilitate the reef ecosystem.
We will distribute them to the 3 abusers, where each abuser will continue to breed, set aside areas around Ongolingoli, where these baby clams will be allowed to grow.
A feast was held at Matangi Island Resort yesterday to celebrate the success of this agreement, as well as to strengthen the coordination between the parties involved.
It's setting a benchmark for other Ngolingoli owners in the country. There's nothing can stop them from venturing into this kind of business.
Marine life around the reefs of Lauthala have depleted over the years due to overfishing as well as natural disasters. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
Fiji has accepted the agreement on port-state measures that will help prevent, deter and eliminate illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. Kritika Kumar reports a reduction in IUU fishing will have environmental, economic and social benefits, including benefits for local fishermen.
The parliamentary members unanimously approved the port-state measures, which came into force in June 2016.
The agreement establishes a set of minimum standards on the management of access by foreign flag fishing vessels, not including foreign flag charter vessels and related support vessels to ports. Agreement fills a gap in the international fisheries governance framework by setting internationally agreed standards for port-state measures.
This agreement will reduce the availability of ports with weak controls, making it difficult and less economic for illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing.
Recognizing the measures to combat illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing should build on the primary responsibility of flag states and use all available jurisdictions in accordance with the international law, including port-state measures.
The port-state measures is the first binding international agreement, and its provisions apply to fishing vessels seeking entry into a designated port of a state which is different to their flag state. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
Still to come, more traders charged under the CARE initiative. And hundreds take advantage of the music and food festival. Stay with us.
Bula neva ngo malakai leloma ngo ngai nakas ondu magrong nam bula fep namban dua ena sere
oya uvasit sai se lambasa e ondo teleta ina warong nam bula fm namba dua ena sere
gua do timeli ako na tau no hinga toka taleta kina na warong nam bula fm namban dua ena sere
wana tuma nam bula fm namba dua ena sere nawaluan
na vengo fane na tau no singa toka kito ondo taleta kana bula fm namba dua ena sere
Bula FM namba 2 ena sere.
Five more traders have been charged for contravening provisions under the Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission Act 2010. The charges were laid following the second phase of investigations for the Homes Care and Farms Care initiative. The Commission received complaints from the recipients of the program that certain traders were engaging in unethical business practices. The traders have been charged for unconscionable conduct, failure to mark prices, failure to furnish information, overcharging, false or misleading representation, and accepting payment without being able to supply. To date, FCCC has charged a total of 11 traders. FCCC is actively investigating all cases relating to the CARE initiative, and more traders may be charged if found to be contravening provisions of the Act. Around 3,000 Fijians in Lakena and Manotha Nosuri will benefit from the drainage improvement project, which was commissioned yesterday. During the first phase, 6 kilometers of drain will be desilted at Lakena and 3.4 kilometers at Manotha. Minister for Waterways Dr. Mahendra Reddy says the $11,000 project will reduce the risk of flooding in the area.
The importance of this area cannot be underscored. We want to get Lakena back up and get into where it used to be, and I think we need to begin with ensuring that we secure them in terms of drainage and flooding and mitigate the issues of flooding.
Asker Motors has undertaken a $3 million refurbishment at its Nambour showroom in Suva to ensure they're giving their customers the service they deserve. The Japanese-owned company continues to see their sustained growth in the Fijian market, with plans to upgrade several other properties. Maggie Boyle reports.
The new showroom is hard to miss on the main stretch of Rotomara Road in Nambour.
In terms of the price, looking at just under $3 million. So we've done some structural work in terms of making it bigger. It's a completely new fit out in terms of it's now air conditioned.
2 years in the pipeline, the new space is in response to better customer service.
We're embarking on a large project to make our facilities as great as our brands. And so we needed to upgrade this. It hadn't really been touched in several years.
And with 10% of the company's business from the government, future growth is expected.
The South Pacific has a strong commitment to providing mobility solutions to the people of Fiji.
There are now plans to renovate several other Asker Motor properties around the country. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The Thurston Food and Music Festival has proved once again to be a hit, with hundreds flocking to the Thurston Garden to enjoy the live bands and fabulous food on display. In only its second year, organisers are hopeful that with the growing numbers, the event could become a calendar mainstay. Maggie Boyle stopped by and files this report.
With the sun out in the capital, families turned up in numbers at the Thurston Garden, soaking up the music, which got a few up and dancing. Organised by Knox Entertainment in partnership with Gold FM, the event continues to get bigger.
Has really grown because last year was the first one. Last year's one was the first one. It was a bit slow in the morning, but for today, a pretty massive crowd already gathering when we started the festival at about 11 o'clock.
For the food vendors, it's a welcome business opportunity.
It's awesome. It's wonderful for families. It's an enjoyable day out into the late evening. Lots of food, lots of bands. It's really good.
I heard about it through a cousin of mine, and I had no idea. Well, I had friends that came last year, but we didn't show up. And then I thought, okay, maybe this, because we're a new venture, this would be a good opportunity for us. And we're doing pretty well so far. I'm a bit overwhelmed with the response.
And with the festival goers steadily increasing, there are aims to make this an annual event.
In only its second year in existence, the Thurston Food and Music Festival continues to draw crowds from around the country. And given what we've seen today, it looks on track for its third year. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
With the theme Don't Waste the Future of Our Children, the organisers of the Vodafone Nasinu Carnival this year will advocate on laying a good foundation for the future of Fiji. Also known as the Millennium Sinu Festival, organisers are expecting this year's event to be bigger and better. Ali Kimbia with the story.
These contestants will use the week-long festival to advocate on the importance of giving adequate time and care to children.
For our youths to create awareness and advocate on issues affecting our communities and country through the carnivals. The festival this year will encompass the theme, Don't Waste the Future of Our Children.
Reigning Miss Nasinu Heli Ganga says the carnival goes a long way in contributing to the growth of Nasinu, and the onus is on contestants to focus on their advocacy message,
which was strengthening family values and morals. That's one step in the right direction, is teaching our young people responsibility, accountability, and simple aspects of moral values.
The Millennium Sinu Festival starts on the 28th of this month and will end on August 4th. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Ahead in sports, Suva are the new Skipper Cup champions. And Rava Rava Rabbitoh will celebrate its win in the league. Stay with us.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singapore. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Mariva. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singapore.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Super Rugby side has won its first ever Skipper Cup title, beating Nandronga 36 points to 35 in the final at ANZ Stadium. It was a great comeback by the capital side after being down 28 to 10 at half-time. Here's the action.
Now Suva get the speed of the passes and the break there, 5 away from the try line and going through the time. It's Nandronga with the advantage and Nandronga break away. Johnny Navori, infield pass is good, Nandronga will get the try. Try to Eferemi Tomilevu, will it be when he puts it down? Matawalu gets it out to Ndolokoto. Ndolokoto goes over to drive. It's there for Matawalu. Matawalu goes on the short side and Suva will go in to score in the corner. Out it comes from Terry Tamani. Great work by Suva. They've got 1 man extra out wide. Suva will take the lead. Levani Koromundu gives the try to Suva in the corner. Suva are the new champions of Skipper Cup.
This final was just about character, how much we really want it, and because it's been a tough season. Physically, everybody's worn out. Now it's just about who wanted it the most, and I guess I'm thankful for the boys for the character they showed today.
The Malolo women's rugby side has claimed the inaugural Skipper Cup title in its division, beating favourite Suva 31 points to 24 at the ANZ Stadium. The side came firing from the start and ran in 5 tries to upset an unbeaten Suva team. Vashnil Prasad reports.
It was a dream come true for the Malolo women's side as they won their first ever Skipper Cup title today. The players dominated the match from the beginning. Merewalesi Rokounu scored first for Malolo.
Oh, they had 2 players out wide, but trying to go through the offload is good. First try of the game.
And then Akinisi Sokoiwasa stole the show, scooping 4 tries to seal the victory.
Malolo that scored first, Suva replied. Oh, she's gone around Levere. She'll show Levere a clean pair of heels. And Sokoiwasa will get the second try for Malolo. Malolo. And whoa, Sokoiwasa, hat-trick for Sokoiwasa. There it is, Akanisi Sokoiwasa.
Malolo team officials thanked the players for their effort.
And I told the girls not to rest on their laurels. We're up against quality opposition. We have so much respect for Suva. They came undefeated till the final. And I just want to thank the girls.
Captain Seriana Nangatalevi says the journey has not been an easy one.
It means a lot to all the girls here. If you guys knew what we've been struggling with, then you'd know what this win means to us. And now we just want to give back all the glory, the honor back to God Almighty.
While celebrations is underway, Malolo hopes to come stronger in the next season. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The Nandi under-20 rugby side won their first ever Skipper Cup title, beating Namosi 29 points to 24 at ANZ Stadium today. The Jet Setters started the game on a high note and maintained the lead throughout the game. Nandi halfback Gary Rangili says his team is still soaking in the win over a powerful Namosi side.
Our performance today, we couldn't believe what we have done today. But as I said, giving back the glory and the honor for his strength that we did our performance today.
Northland rugby team has been crowned the champions of the Vodafone Vanua Cup Challenge after beating Tailevu 8 points to 6 at Ratadakambao Park in Nosori last night. Tailevu started the game well, taking a 6-3 lead at half-time. Etonia Rokotulsawa kicked the drop goal for Tailevu, while Chese Tumbu Mana Ruarua slotted in a penalty kick. Northland prop Dan Lingairi scored the winning and only try for his team in the second spell. Meanwhile, both teams have been promoted to the next season's Skipper Cup. New Zealand Sevens men's team is reaping the benefits of the drastic changes made following the disappointing outing at the Rio Olympics 2 years ago. Contracted players in the All Black Sevens program are now centralised for the 9 months in Mount Maunganui. Fiji-born Wallabies winger Eto Nambuli scored 2 tries for the Queensland Reds as they thumped the Sunwolves 48-27 in Super Rugby last night. The Reds led 22-13 at the halftime mark. Chiefs continued with its fine form, beating the Hurricanes 28-24 in the match last night. Both teams scored 4 tries each, but it was Marty McKenzie's boot which made the difference. The champions of the Premier Grade of the Fiji National Rugby League Vodafone Cup, the Rava Rava Rabbitohs, held their awards ceremony in Nandi last night. Philippe Naikasa reports the ceremony was also a time to reflect on the challenges faced by the club.
It was a night to thank the continuous support shown from those that stood with the Rava Rava Rabbitohs great teams despite the hard times.
We had the under 14, 16 and the premier team coming up to the quarterfinals and traveling to Lawanga Park every Saturday It was, I would say, to anybody, the ride was not an easy ride, but we sucked it in.
The determination shown by the Rabbitohs side were also commended.
Last year, they were in the grand final, and they lost out to the Roosters. But this year, we managed to beat every individual team, and we became very victorious, and we won.
To acknowledge the supporters, to acknowledge the mothers and fathers and the wives of the players.
The Ravu Rabbitohs were crowned champions of the Premier Grade after beating the Police Sharks 16-14 at Lawanga Park in Singatoka. Philippe Naikaso, FBC News.
England and Belgium football players will face each other once again in the FIFA World Cup. But this time it will be a different battle as both teams are gunning to win the third-place playoff. Belgium is one up, having beaten England in the final pool game earlier this month. But this time around it is expected to be a more fierce battle. Today, the eastern and interior parts of Fiji faced a few showers. It was fine elsewhere with scattered afternoon or evening showers. Now looking at the west, mainly fine with showers in spots late this afternoon. And eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, clouds giving way to lovely sunny weather later in the day. And up north, mainly fine and pleasant conditions. At sea, moderate easterly winds, moderate seas. Now for the tides, next high tide is at 7:44 p.m. and the low tide is at 1:39 a.m. Sunrise will be at 6:38. For tomorrow, mostly fine conditions with scattered showers in the larger islands. Tomorrow's temperatures will be cool to continue with temperatures dipping to 17 degrees. And looking further onto Monday, cloudy periods with brief showers about the eastern and interior parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, it will be fine apart from isolated evening or afternoon showers. Recapping the main stories, Linda Tambuya maintains she deserves a spot in SADELPA. Over 80,000 benefit from social protection programs. And Suva wins first ever Skipper Cup title, beating Nandronga 36 points to 35. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. To our poll question segment this week, we're asking, should there be new approaches done to create awareness on diabetes? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Kritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.